2,000 years ago, someone baked a cake. They didn't bake it for a celebration. They buried it with the dead in complete darkness. The location is Changle Cemetery, situated in northwestern China during the Han Dynasty. Here, excavators uncovered a tomb designed to provide a respected individual with comfort in the afterlife. Aristocratic burials from this era typically feature a recognizable set of offerings. You see wooden models, intricate ritual items, and rigid terracotta statues standing at attention. Yet alongside those standard items sat several recognizable baked goods. Organic matter almost always decomposes over thousands of years, making the preservation of this dough a statistical anomaly. Because it survived against all odds, this dry lump of food serves as a highly detailed historical record of a world we can usually only read about. The civilizations surrounding this tomb operated in an environment of geographical extremes. To travel meant crossing impassable mountain ranges and vast, lethal stretches of desert. We usually picture the Silk Road as a highway of expensive commodities. We imagine caravans with gold flowing eastward and intricately patterned silk flowing west. But the true currency of these ancient routes was information. Caravans carried invisible ideas about agriculture, engineering, and culinary techniques. These concepts bled past strict borders, flowing freely across the Eurasian landmass and linking deeply contrasting societies. Which brings us back to the tomb. To understand how thousands of kilometers of interconnected human exchange ended up baked into a single artifact, we have to look inside. The Silk Road functioned as an extensive cultural operating system. Historical texts offer no recipe for what the excavators found. To decipher its composition, archaeologists brought the artifact into the laboratory. Researchers utilized forensic methods. They analyzed chemical molecular fingerprints and placed the matter under high-powered microscopes to hunt for invisible plant remains. This image displays what they discovered at the microscopic level: rounded cellular structures embedded directly in the dough. The starch analysis confirmed the primary ingredient. Modern audiences might expect a baked good from this era to rely on wheat or barley. The laboratory identified millet. Millet grows gradually and withstands harsh, arid climates. For thousands of years, this specific crop sustained entire populations across northern China. Finding millet means the core structure of this dough is deeply rooted in local regional agriculture. Here, the laboratory data presents a sharp contradiction. The grain came from local fields, but the method used to cook it originated thousands of miles away. Traditional Chinese cuisine of the era relied heavily on boiling and steaming. Yet, the cellular breakdown of this dough indicates it was baked in high heat, a technique mirroring the food traditions of Western Eurasia. Further chemical testing revealed traces of animal protein mixed directly into the ancient dough. This combination of meat and baked grain points away from ceremonial pastries. These were dense, practical meals. Nearby evidence even suggests they were consumed alongside early forms of kebabs. Picture a migrant family or a foreign merchant sharing their oven technology with a local farmer who provided the harvested millet. The artifact preserves the exact moment two distinct cultures shared their knowledge to create a technological hybrid. When complex baking methods traverse continents, they do not travel alone. Languages, technologies, and religious beliefs follow the exact same paths. Expensive silk and gold reached only a fraction of the ancient population. Food, on the other hand, was an absolute necessity for every class of society. Because eating is universal, the slow evolution of daily cooking acts as a highly precise map of human migration. An idea formed in the West could slowly move eastward over decades. It adapted, hybridized, and evolved at every campfire along the route, outliving the very people who invented it. The written record relies heavily on emperors and wars, yet this dough proves that ordinary people, acting far outside the historical texts, continually shaped civilization from their kitchens. We generally view globalization as a strictly modern invention. We associate it with international shipping lanes, industrial logistics, and massive corporate supply chains. Or we measure it through digital networks, the fiber optic cables that facilitate instantaneous global communication. But a globally interconnected society began millennia ago. The exchange of knowledge and resources started around hearths and ovens. Humanity is a migratory species. We move, we encounter strangers, and turn encounters into shared traditions. The artifact pulled from the dirt in northwestern China is physical proof of that ancient network. The first enduring bridges between East and West were built 2,000 years ago out of the recipes shared by ordinary people.